7-foot basketball player to go play hockey. Can you imagine that? Not in his DNA. Well, I mean, it could be. I mean, you could do. I'm sure there are some 7-foot. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. All right, Don, you did like that 25, so nice trade. All right, so we have a number now coming out here in about a minute. So be careful with that. We don't know. Again, we don't know if it's going to affect the market or not, but we do know it's coming out. 7-foot, good for hockey goalie. I don't know. Those goalies are massive size, right? They're huge, and they still get goals around them. I mean, I don't know how they get goals around them. I guess you got to get them on the ground for them to. Those guys are big. I don't know if they're 7 foot tall though, but I guess for if you could be 7 foot. I don't. You don't need them. You just need them wide. You know, for our goalies. But they are so big. Those guys, those hockey goalies. But my point was about I can't see a 7-footer being agile and skating around like a. You get my point. Yeah, those guys. Some of those guys are big. They say one guy, Chara, is like 6'8". There's no doubt those guys are huge. But tall is different than wide. And then when you put on all their gear, they're wide. All right, so we have this number coming out here momentarily. Let's see what it wants to do. Support at 20, but be careful because of this number. You saw what happened in the bond market yesterday. You saw what kind of reaction it created when a number came out. And like I said, those auctions, not really market movers like that. So this was a big surprise. And you never know when one of these numbers are going to be surprising to the market as the number is out here. And you can always tell if you don't know that there's a number, look at the ladder ticket right now. You can see that there's not even 40s or 50s in the ladder ticket. Not for sure. There's 100 there, 20 there. There's a 200 lot. Again, it quickly came down here to our 20. If you're trading it, you're getting paid off here really quick. Again, takes a little bit of risk, right? Maybe you do the lower end and you're getting paid off. I don't know if you want to take it at all. There was a big order there at 20 to kind of help you out if you did see it. The only reason I saw it was my order wasn't laid on top of it. I don't know where it was, but it was on there someplace. And now we got this nice quick rotation here off of the 20 area. Gotta be quick, right? I mean, my order was already in there. I didn't go in there and try to put the order in after it got down there, and you have to. So I got a nice quick rotation there off of the 20. The next level downside I have is 11. And Don, you're working your order here. If you got the lower end of the range here, you got paid off very nicely there. So our levels have been working out very nicely for us. If you can repeat the levels one more time in the chat box here, for those of you who have come in a little bit late, those are numbers that we gave out this morning. You can see the support level is at 20, other ones at 30, all those levels right now so far. We've gotten some good, at least minimally 2 points rotations off of them, minimally. Yes, when the market, especially when HD, when the markets are moving like this, yes, they're automatically in there. All right, so my target is there. It just automatically gets it put in when I get filled. Stop is automatically in there in case it gets I get run over. And doesn't mean that I'm going to get filled too, but at the price that I want to get out, but at least it's in there. And you got to consider the fact that it's a number, so you might have to give it a little bit more, right? So 2 or 3 points might not be enough, especially on a release of a number. So you have to take that into consideration. So, again, time of day when we trade, that's when you have to consider all these things. And that's a situation right there where you have to adjust a little bit to the market conditions there and adjust your stops accordingly, especially if you're going to trade a number. Okay, continue to down tick here. Next support level we have is the 11 area. Again, we're trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows of the market. At least we're getting them today. Uh, when when there's right now we're looking about 4 points on stops. I'd say 4 points. That's 3 to 4 points. I think is doable. When the morning happening, it was you could have it was a lot quieter. Now all of a sudden we've got this acceleration here to the downside. So you have to expand your volatility has gone up a little bit, and that always happens when the markets goes down. We always talk about why do traders like markets that go down? Because you get good ebbs and flows. Look at this move here. You don't get that when the markets are going up. Going up markets are just slow, monotonous. Here on the downside, you get opportunities to trade. And I don't know why. It's been like that historically since I've been around. I guess I'm a historical something fossil. But Fed officials yesterday stressed that they did not see inflation as a problem because there was a couple of Fed speaks yesterday, and that a hotter economy might not even bring about corresponding inflationary pressure. So they are just calming everybody down with this concern about inflation, even though the bond market is telling you something else. And remember, bond market is the king. I know it doesn't feel that way. I know sometimes it doesn't make sense, but the bonds, no. All right, there, Dove. Take it easy. Feel better. Respecting the green band, Don. I thought you were colorblind. What's going on? You're surprising me. Yep, exactly. All right. And you should be looking at profit now. Not only looking at bars, you're looking at profit. All right. Good job. Nice trade. Be a good Friday for you. Good weekend. Again, thanks for helping me out yesterday. And make sure when you get the next one, you're not doing anything the next day. Which one did you get, by the way? The Moderna or the Pfizer one? Moderna. Okay. Yeah, that's the same one I got. Good out, by the way. Look at that. Nice out. You respected the green band. Good job. I know you're colorblind. You didn't see it, but you did respect it. Good job. All right. Market down ticks here. The support level, the next support level we have is at 11. Well, that was perfect. That was a perfect exit. You can see here, if you kind of watch a bond market, the bond market flew off their highs, and we're flying off our highs. I know it's not a direct correlation, but that's what's been going on lately. Even yesterday, if you focused in on, if you saw what was going on, that was what was going on. Who bought this up? No, you know what? It's just it's just too many traders. It's just buy and sell orders right now. They're coming. They're just scalping the market just like you are, but at a higher number. And these algos, that's what they're doing. So they do bounce off of levels. They find their own levels. I mean, there are, as we come down here to the 11. Again, just keep your stop in no matter what, right? Working this 11 area here. Again, just keep your stop in no matter what, right? Your scaling also will be a little bit different. You're not you're scaling in differently, so everything's a little bit different. You're adjusting your entry points a little bit, your exit strategies a little bit. Everything's just done just that little bit differently to try to take advantage of the volatility in the market. And again, not everybody's the same way, and we're getting a nice rotation here off of the 11 area. Again, you could have scaled in lower. Definitely got in some more below the 11 if you were a little aggressive there. As you can see, there was some good support there, but hopefully you were able to take advantage of this rotation off of the 11 area. All right, well, let me give you some levels here. We got 3801 is the next support level that we have, and then below that, I got 3792, 81, and 70. 3792, 81, and then 70 below 3801, which is the next support level on the downside that we have. Mark, did you get those? Can you put them up if you got them? Oh, there they are. Thanks again. There's the support levels in the chat box area, especially with the new ones that we just put in here. Again, I never know which way the markets are going to go, so we are prepared no matter what. All right, nice rotation there off of the 11 area. So again, if you are trying to get more than 2-3 points on trades, 4 points, you're getting them. with the same exit strategy, you are getting those rotations here, and they're happening quick. And that is definitely part of the reason why traders like down markets. But you have to be quick, in, out quick, and look for the next opportunity. Again, we've gotten short maybe up around the 27 area there. There was an opportunity there to get short if you were a little aggressive. All right. Again, anybody have any questions? Ask them in the chat box area. I don't have too many secrets here. We just try to explain things as we go along. Next support level we have is down at 01. The market here is definitely under a little bit of pressure. Bond market, the yields on the bonds are going up, so consequently we see a rotation there in the bond. You can see the correlation here, right? The yield, bond yields, the bond market is turning over. We're turning over. Seems like, I mean, this is very, again, like I said, this is very, it's a rarity that this is going on. So you definitely have to be a little bit concerned, I think, at least initially. We shall see. We'll see what happens, but this is all good. It's all good. We like volatility. Bonds used to have inverse relationship. They do. They do. This is why this is such a, this is why this is a little bit interesting trade, and not in going in tandem with what the norm is, right? So we are in a very weird situation. All right. Again, but they are going down on their new low, and interim new lows. So we'll see. Now they kind of break off. As soon as I say that, they're going the same way. Bonds make new lows. S&Ps are pushing up to the high. New bouncing off the lows. So don't follow what I say. I'm just pointing things out. You can't follow it per se, right? It doesn't work that way. Because as soon as you start following it, then it does this. So don't look at it. Trust me, I've tried that route many a time when things were a little bit tighter and things traded a little bit closer. Don't follow it. I'm just telling you bigger picture thing. Is this a sideways market? I don't think so. I think we're kind of moving around a little bit. A sideways market, you would know when it's a sideways market. First of all, the range would be like this. Let me show you. This is what a sideways market would look like. Right like this. But we are, all depends on your parameters, right? But this is what is really going on. They're definitely not a sideways market. Well, I mean, you're talking about this right here, this little range from yesterday afternoon till this morning. Okay, we're, if you want to call this a sideways market, but this is just a rotation off of yesterday's break, coming back up here, got a little bit of rally. Now what we're doing is basically testing the low from last night, from yesterday. So we'll see if we get below. If we get down to below 01 and stay below 01, then we'll get through yesterday's low end, and then we'll see what happens from there, right? So I don't know. This is just a little relief rally off of yesterday's break. They tried to send it to new highs. They couldn't. Now they're coming back here and they're going to test the low from yesterday. They're going to test the low from yesterday and then see what happens from there. If we can't break it, then we'll probably go back up and trade into middle. It is Friday, so we've had a busy week, right? We've had a break, a rally, a break. We've had some big moves during the course of the week. So a little, I don't want to call it sideways trade because I don't think that's what it's doing. I just think it's a little consolidating here, especially now if they go and make new lows and close below yesterday's low at, let's say they close below 38 even, then we got it. Then we're opening up the floodgates a little bit for Monday, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it'll test it. I mean, you got, yeah, I mean, okay, so change it up a little bit there, HD. Or not, don't trade it at all, right? Make that decision on your own. If you think it is, then I get it. Don't just don't put the trade on if it's too risky for you. Or keep a tighter stop, or something like that, whatever. Just adjust it a little bit. Don't trade it. Trade less. Put a tighter stop. Wait. Get in a little higher up. Again, just make small adjustments, or just leave it, or don't trade it. I mean, you do have that choice. All right, so our levels here. If you've traded all our levels to the downside, you should have been able to make money on all of them. Just as me not calling out trades, I think you kind of see what's going on here. Not I don't call out trades. That's what I don't do. But you got support and resistance levels, so hopefully that works. And anybody have any questions, again, feel free to ask in the chat box area. So it's a little continuation sell-off here. Like I said, especially if we close below 38. All right, Casey, good job. Nice trading. Very. I like the adjective, very. It's always a good time. It's a Friday too, so you're gonna have a good weekend. All right, market continues down to here. A little support at the '01. Again, we gave you levels below. If you don't want to trade the '01 for whatever reason, then just we got down to 3 there and bounced back up here with a nice double bottom. And this, again, the bonds again on their lows. As much as I want to say that they don't trade the same, they're trading the same. So it's weird. You just have to. They just get out of whack every now and then, and they come back into play. Well, I don't like hot coffee. I will drink a iced coffee. That's what I usually have. With my wife makes me an iced coffee in the morning. You wish it would work like this every day. No kidding. No kidding. I think we had one day this week where it was a little rough, but I think most of the whole week has been pretty decent. One day where we had to actually work a little bit. All right, we swiftly come down here to the '01 even area. Again, you could have made a little bit of an adjustment there. If you are too risky for you, then just wait. Again, we suggested the risk involved here. No, I don't like. I never drank. I mean, I drank coffee when I was in school, right? And coming down here to support down at the 92 area, and I drank coffee for only one reason, so that I can stay up late and study, because I always love things till the end. And sure enough, all right, coming down here to the 92 as the floodgates kind of opened up there. And so every time I did, it put me to sleep. Put me to sleep. So it's kind of a little weird how that worked out. Just 1 second here as I'm trying to maneuver this trade here against the 92 area. You just don't have time to adjust. That's the only thing with these when the markets get like this. So you have your exit strategies in place, and then you're just hoping that they get triggered, and they do. And then if you move it just happens so fast. So all right, so the 92 did work very nicely. Got all the way up to the 96 area. Obviously, the '01 did not work out at all. Coming down here, the next level is 81. Man, did they open up the floodgates over here? 81 is the next support level that we have. So you can see here the volatility has increased. This is what happens when markets go down. They definitely pump in volatility and volume. It's a good thing. I mean, That gives you opportunity. Yeah, you just have to keep your stop in and get out, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. All right, so nice little. Well, we got the ill one. Nice call there, HD. Nice call. All right, got down to 85. We had 81, and then 70. Well, then turn the machines off. There's always Monday, man. If you made your money this morning and you're happy, just turn the machines off. I'm the only one that has to stay here a little bit. You don't have to stay. Machine off, and I'll see you on Monday, man. HD. Don't even look at it anymore. What are you concerned about? It's amazing, right? That whole move has happened so quickly. It has been a month since we have been at these levels over here. All right. As you can see, bonds trending down. We're trending down. Bigger picture is that we're still following the bond market, even though you get these violent rotations. So again, like I said to someone, like, oh, if you made your money and you're happy, you don't. This is, you can get caught at any moment here in any one trade, right? And there's no reason to keep at it, especially if you had a good morning. You're not missing anything. Trust me by saying I'm going to leave if with your objective in mind and you've reached your goals or even exceeded them, right? You never know. I don't know what the deal is, but and if you're happy with it, then you just take your money and don't worry about what happens the rest of the day. I mean, um, the thing is about trading, especially on a computer, is because it's on a computer and you have your computer at home and you go and you turn it on, right? And you go and turn it on. So the problem with turning it on is that it's there all the time for you. When I used to walk away from the floor, I used to just say, okay, I'm done. I don't have to concern myself with it. So I'm going to be gone. Well, you got down to 37.85 there, Don. Good job. Good. Nice trade.
Hey, I have a quick couple shout outs. Hey, Mohammed, did you want to circle around and set that call with Saul today? Just let us know back in chat. That's for Mohammed A. Hey, Dan W., did you need me to follow up with you today on anything that we had talked about during the week? That's for Dan W. Hey, Dave R., welcome. Hey, Chad B., how are you? I saw you sneak in there. Welcome aboard. Hey, Billy B., I did send you out an opportunity to sign up for Sal's Monthly. Let me know if you took care of that. Dove, the same. Judy, the same. Hey, Ian. Hey, Dan, no worries. Just want to make sure I get you in based on his numbers. But I'll keep the window open for you. Judy, let us know if you have any questions. Yeah, I mean, that's, yes. And as he gets closer to 6, it starts to change. So just just keep me posted. Think about it over the weekend. Hey, Mohammed, are you there? Just let me know if you're hearing my voice. Give you a quick sound.
All right, we can see a little bounce here off of the. Well, got down to 85, so be a little bit careful. Mohammed, are you there? Can you hear us? Because we're over here. The rotation right now, we got some resistance around the 25, 26 area. Anything above 30 out of any shorts.
Hey, quick sound check for Chad B. And Mohammed, quick sound check for you.
Growth of again, very volatile. We have resistance around 25, 26, and it's anything above 30 out of any shorts. All right, good to see you back there. All right, again, market rallied here off of that 85 level, getting a little bit slippery here as maybe just a little bit oversold there, and they overreacted to that downside push. But again, not too surprising. Resistance would be up at around 24 to 25, anything above 30, 24 to 27, anything above 30 out of any shorts.
Hey, Mohammed, did you want to set that call up with Sol today?
That's fine, no big deal. We'll wait till Monday. You too there, Mark. Thanks again for yesterday, filling in for me. Glad you had a good day. All right, again, coming up here to the this up a little upper resistance area, like we talked about. And if again anything above 30 out of any shorts, if you're looking to get short here, you can see here bond rally too. I mean, I know it's kind of weird for me to say that it's kind of trading with bonds, but they kind of are. I don't know who's leading right now. Let's put it that way. They should not be doing the same thing. That's for sure. But they are. Right, coming up here to a little resistance area again. If you are going to take it, just have anything above 30 out of any shorts. Market very, very skittish here. Somebody must have said something for it to say, hey, this is a little bit overdone. All right, trying to turn over here a little bit. All right, we're getting a nice little rotation here off of that resistance level up there. All right, so nice little rotation there. You got anywhere between 25, 27, 28, somewhere in that range, and then nice little turnover in here. And again, if you want to keep anything above 30, well, 31, it looks like right now, you don't want to be short anymore. All right, nice rotation there off of a resistance area up there. And I would, if you're trying to cover them someplace, I'd look to cover them around the 20 area. Obviously, you're taking some profits along the way. If you want to try to stay short, you could do that. All right, so we had a nice rotation there against resistance area up there. Again, you're being patient. We called that resistance area when the market was down at 10. Who knew that it was going to rally back up there? I wish I could have told you that was going to happen, but did not know. But we had a nice rotation off of that resistance area. If you want to try to stay short, you could. Anything above 31 out of any shorts. Obviously, you're going to take some profits here along the way. So this is whatever left over you have as we try to rotate this market down. Again, 20 area would be where I would probably look to cover. All right. Again, we have to wait for the opportunities to present themselves. That we're trying to do here. And we had a nice rotation there off of the resistance area, and got down to 22-ish, and it popped back up. Again, you got to take some profits along the way here if you're trading multiple contracts. Anybody have any questions, please feel free to ask in the question box area. I mean, in the chat box area. Sorry about that. We don't mind asking questions, and if you do have any, just put them in there, and we'll try to answer them for you. Above 31, we could, we close above 31, we could make a nice rotation back up. Yeah, 5-minute bars are crazy, right? We're getting some real good movements there in the 5-minute bars, which is good. I mean, again, you're only getting these because markets go down, right? You're getting rotations one way or the other. And you can obviously, ride some of these if you do get in. And, depending on what your risk tolerance is and how you trade, everybody's different. I keep saying that. So okay, we are flat, and just kind of seeing what's going to happen next. Support right now would be around the 15 area, 14 area. Very, very nervous markets. The bond markets are turning over now, going to the downside, and S&P's a little bit of pressure here. I don't know what's going on there with that bond market. It's just, it's good to actually see the activity in the bond market here. But again, who's leading? That's the question. So remember, the bonds, they're already trading the June contracts, which again, I will change after the close today. And then that means in about 2 or 3 weeks, we'll be trading the June contract and the equities. Anybody have any questions? Again, comments, suggestions, good or bad comments, put them in the chat box area. Like to listen to, like to have comments. Again, we focus more on the morning hours. It keeps us, the volatility is great. The trade becomes a little bit more a little bit different, more it trades differently in the afternoon hours than we do the morning hours. So we try to focus more on that. Gives us good ebbs and flows. The more is more volatility, I think, during uh, the morning hours. Looks like we're trying to hold on here. It all depends. Is it more directional in the afternoon is the question. It all depends on the type of day that it is. It could be a flat line and nothing much happening because there's not so much volatility, not so much volume. I think a lot of people trade more in the morning hours than they do in the afternoon. Um, it does get a little bit more directional only because you can have more people forcing the market one way based on the fact that there's less traders trading. So that's a possibility. But the ebbs and flows off of levels are not as strong as they are in the morning. The things that we look at to give us our entry points or some ideas of what trades to put on. So the opportunities are a little bit different based on the just based on the volatility that occurs in the afternoon. And like yesterday afternoon, I was a little bit more busy, but today's Friday. I mean, usually the afternoons do slow down and become a little bit more tougher to trade, especially again, we are always looking for reasons to trade. And when those reasons, don't line up with the price action too well, it's mostly because of the afternoon trade gets a little bit more slippery. But I would say that if you're going to trade in the afternoon, trade the levels. They seem to be one constant. The price action opportunities during the middle of the day becomes a little bit more trickier. And we suggest if you're going to take more trades or if you're looking for big moves, well, we're getting the volatility today, but it's not always like that. This week has been very volatile. It's been a unique kind of week. So afternoon trades is a little bit more tricky. That's all I'm trying to say. The reason for it, I don't know. I'm just saying that the ebbs and flows are not there as clear as they are in the morning hours. And then again, if we made major money in the morning, you don't have to sit there and trade, because the longer you trade, things happen in markets, and you think you got it figured out, then all of a sudden what was working in the morning is not working in the afternoon, and that's the problem, which is fine. I mean, like I said, the good thing is that I think we had a good morning for the most part this morning. Had a lot of good opportunities with our levels here, all the way down. The only one really didn't work was the 01. It kind of ran through a little bit, but it did stop at 03. So maybe some of you canceled it. If you didn't, that's fine. You took your loss, but then the 92 worked very nicely off of that level, and then we popped down to 85 and a nice complete rally back up. So all our levels were working very nicely prior to that. Basically, my point is if you made money in the morning, don't trade in the afternoon. It seems like we want to try to uptick here. I'm not sure. It all depends on what the bonds want to do. If you're trying to stay long, you can stay long here as long as we can stay above the 15 area. If you're trading this range here, I don't know. It's good. It just seems like it's holding. Wants to continue a slow rally, but if we're watching the bond market, bonds are on the low, so I don't know. Gives you when it gives you like contracting clues. It's kind of a little difficult to trade, but it just seems the way the price action is wants to rally here a little bit. Don, those are fantastic words that you just said there. Awesome. All right, so we're getting this little rally here. I thought that it was trying to set itself up for. S&Ps and gold, not at the time being. Oh, look, there's always it's the flavor of the month. Sometimes we were looking at the oil market for S&Ps. Sometimes we were looking at the bond market, like maybe we are a little bit now. Sometimes we're looking at the oil market. Sometimes we're looking at the dollar. It's a flavor of the month type of thing. What the financial world is looking at for some correlation between S&Ps, equities, and whatever other commodity that's out there. What we try to do is try to stay away from that, so we don't focus in on it. Like, we're not trying to figure out, what to follow to give a trade in the S&Ps. We're going to just focus in on what the market is telling us to be able to give us the direction that we're looking for to be able to find our trades and opportunities. So I try not to. I mean, we were, there was a time, a moment where somebody in the bond pit when I was trading was looking at the yen. When the Japanese yen was kind of high flying at the time, and we would trade off of the yen. And he would, they called him, whatever they call them. But the point is that, you always find something and again, it kind of tails off, and it then becomes the flavor of the month becomes looking at what the Fed was going to do at when they did their, rotation in the market. So right now, and so what I've learned from all of that is basically I try not to correlate anything. I try not to find these opportunities that I need to lean on, because I feel that it's just if you lean on it too much and you start believing in it, then all of a sudden there is a disconnect. It's not worth the aggravation. So the one thing that doesn't get disconnected is the price action. And like I said, I was looking for a little bit of a rally here, all based on price action, all based on how the market was reacting. And again, you could probably take the same things like you're asking me about, where I said that we might rally. I think you can get the same clues with other markets as well if you're just looking at the opportunity to trade other markets. All right, we continue to rally here. Nice little rotation there off of, you got the 85 low and you're already here at 40. I mean, you're going 55 in less than an hour, 55 points in less than an hour. At least you're getting the opportunities to trade here. So, and the good resistance was right there at the 40 area. If you were long or got long there, you could have got long. Well, when we started talking about wanting to be long, it was around mid-30s. And 40 area did act as a little bit of resistance. I mean, this thing could easily continue to rally and we can make new highs at this point. You can stay long as we stay well, buying support would be back around the 22 area. Anything above, as long as we stay above 14, let's keep our bullishness, at least for a time being. That could change. Right now, support, well, initial support would be around the 30 area, or 31, somewhere in that range. Well, we going to be here for a little bit longer now, and then we do have a class that begins at in a couple hours from now. So at 2 hours from now, we're going to have our class, and we're going to call it here for the morning session fairly soon, within 10-15 minutes or so. And then we're going to be back here. Again, the class is for those of us who have enrolled in our education course. We do it here with using live charts. We talk about the day, we talk about the opportunities that the market gave us, how to find them, how to look for them, where we obviously show them to you, and then we reiterate them using the maps, live charts to give us and to reinforce the levels that we're looking for and how to find them and so on and so forth. So we go on for a little bit longer, and then we'll come back here in about at 12 Chicago time, which is 2 hours or so, and we'll continue to do our class there. But yeah, we again focus Friday. I think we had, for the most part, a lot of us had a really good morning. And there's nothing wrong with, like I said earlier, banking your money and saving it, and then looking for Monday's trade. I've been doing this for a long time. I always know that, you have a good day, and if you keep going, it just seems like you just never know when that one trade is going to pop up, and kind of hurt you a little bit, and you're like, why did I do that? And then it's Friday, and then you're chasing it, and then it becomes a whole big mess. So let's try to, it's a mindset, okay? It's a mindset. You're up money. The more days you're up money and you're happy, then you got more confidence in your trading, and then you feel better about the next day's opportunities. All right, floated down here to our green band here, a little support down there against our green band. If you're looking for a little support area, kind of quickly, there's a lot of volatility here, and nothing wrong with that. You just have to adjust your trading to it. Again, again, if you're going to do that, you have to understand the risk involved. All right, nice rotation there off of our green band. And we talked about support at 30, and obviously the green went down to our green band and held there too. So probably would have to buy that one also, and a nice little pop back up here. Again, like I said, it gets a lot slipperier now, and things, price action opportunities that think would hold don't hold, and that's why the afternoon trade gets a little bit more not as strong in the opportunities as they are in the morning hours. All right, with that, we'll take a little bit of a break. Remember, we have a class later on this afternoon at 12 Chicago time. And if anybody has any questions, ask them now. Otherwise, we'll take a little bit of a break and we'll come back, like I said, at 12 Chicago time for our class. Hey, Dave, you don't have to raise your hand. Just write any question that you have in the chat box area. Hi there, Tim M. No, the class is for people who've taken our subscribe to our education course. It's different. It's different than the monthly subscribers. If any of this stuff interests you, if you want to take your trading to another level, or if add to your repertoire of trading, then then that's what that's for. If you want more information, if you just jot down your telephone number, and Brad will be able to get back to you and give you some more information on that.
Hey, quick shout out to Billy. Hey, Billy B, have any questions about Sol Services? Dave R. Hey, Dove, are we all set? Just let me know back in chat. Judy, same. Anybody wants to sign up for Sol's class today? We can talk privately. Just make sure you're signed up for Sol's monthly. I'm glad to talk to you about it. Yeah, just send a quick message, and we'll set up a telephone call or that type of thing. Hey, Dave, I'm not sure. Did I miss the question? Maybe do I have to scroll back? And Dave, I think you're part of Sol's monthly. You're part of his monthly? Oh, did you need me to send you out the link so you can get that discounted price? I sent it out in chat. It's the only link that works for the discount, in the chat in Zoom. Just let me know if you want the link. I'll send it out to you. Or I'll send it out in the chat. And Billy B, I did send it to you. Just let me know if you took care of that. And Dove. So what was the question? Is it a question that can be answered? Was that the algo question? Uh, well, maybe he didn't answer it because you weren't signed up for his monthly yet. It's the only thing I can think of. But usually he would answer it. I mean, that could be. I mean, I think you're definitely a candidate for his nominal monthly, right? What is it, $25 a week? And what is the need part? Is this a, like a question that the world rests on? Like there won't be world peace unless that question is answered? Oh, I see what you're saying. You're wondering, so you're considering yourself retail and you're considering everybody else in here retail. So that's the definition. And do individuals that are part of trading have a shot to make money against the pros and the algos? Well, we do it here every day. There is attention to be paid to what's happening based on some of the algo interference or aggressiveness in the market, but they're doing it for their own reasons. And based on price action and Sol's levels, the reasons here are the reasons here. Do individuals make money against those odds? Happens every day. And not just here. Oh, you're one of those. Well, I don't think that based on our conversation, and I think we had one in the past, that you could ever be satisfied. So why do you waste your time coming in? Why do you waste your time coming in if you know that you can't be satisfied? If you took the time to see if Sol's levels are any good, or you took the time to ask questions in and around those levels, I don't think you can categorically say that you can't make it in trading, or individuals can't make it in trading because of the dominance of the other players. You have to figure out how to understand what they're doing based on your understanding of what you're doing and make hay where you can. There's no guarantee that anybody's going to make any money trading. Certainly no guarantee here. If that's the stuff that you're looking for, you might have to just go. No harm, no foul. Just don't, there's no worries. My interest in this game for you is, or for anybody, is just to make sure that you're getting what you're looking for. And if you're not getting what you're looking for, you don't have to stay here. It's like the old adage at the bar, you don't have to go home, just can't stay here. But I just want to make sure everybody is signed up, based on the $25 a week at the minimum side of the deal, out of respect for Sol. And something, there is a nice group of people in here that are all looking to, based on their individual thoughts, trying to make a living or a serious hobby out of trading, given the opportunities. If that's not you, that's fine. There's no arm twisting for people to stay. There's only the opportunity to be respectful, understand what the situations are, and decide if you want to play ball based on what the opportunities are. And that's all there is. There is no free lunch, and I think that there's also no room when it comes to asking for stuff that doesn't apply. But anyway, so why don't we do this? Why don't you decide today? Yeah, but who cares? You may be 100% right. But you've got to figure out, so if it isn't a level playing field, then you've got to decide whether it's a game you want to play. That's why it's interesting, because that's the distinction between somebody who is a professional gambler and somebody that just gambles. I mean, there is no level playing field, at a casino. There are some games that have better odds than others, and then they have individuals that take the time to understand what they're up against and what the odds are, and play the game as it is given and look to come out the other side. And they are the professional individuals. And it's the same thing with trading. As a retail trader, you have the tools. I don't like any of the tools, as far as my opinion, when it comes to standardized trading. But I do believe that there are, like you have mentioned, there are factors out there that are playing against you. And they're doing it on purpose to make money off you. Saul has developed a price action trading strategy for himself, which he puts to use here, that he believes gives him an advantage over other traders that don't know any better, right? The people at the casino that don't care, don't understand, just sort of throw their money around. And the professional people that play off those people. It's my humble contention, and I could be completely wrong, is that there are algorithms put together by pretty smart people that prey on individuals that are utilizing standardized software and the tools in standardized software. I may be wrong, could be 100% wrong, but that's a part of what I think. To stay here, you've got to first understand if Sol's levels are any good. And the price action around the levels, is that something that you can handle and learn from and develop the skill to do the entries, exits, and stops that bring you a profit versus a loss. But you still have to have your stops. You still have to have your focus. And you're looking for, in Sol's basic opportunity zone here, is he's looking for a minimum trading profit of 2 points plus. And if he gets that, great, he's out. If he gets stopped out, he gets stopped out, he moves on to the next trade. But there is no guarantee. There is no certified that you'll make money based on what somebody else does. That's all. That stops people, actually, from seeing if they can do it. But again, let's just make this the last opportunity. Either you come in today, decide you want to play, or not. And if you want to get the deal, I'll send you out the link and you take it from there. And then just focus on the concept of learning how to trade and utilizing the tools and services that are offered, in this Zoom room that's open. Like right now we're coming into 12:03 on Friday, February 26, 2021. Everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as direct trading advice. You're trading between you and your broker at your own risk, based on your own skill and skill set. I'm going to end the outside. If you want to come on the inside, you know what I'll do is I think I have a link here for you. Yeah, I just sent that out so you have it. Hey, Maureen, thank you for that. But no worries, he has left us. He might come back, who knows? But it's just interesting that you don't know what everybody's situation is. You don't know what they've been through. You just can't. You just can't please everybody. You got to please yourself. But I appreciate your feedback. That's true. I find it interesting that I don't mind having the conversation, but the being put on the spot for aggressive reasons is really not. It's crazy. And I can take it. And ultimately, it's not really about me. It's about the group, the collective. I'm heading into socialism because I want to get free stuff.